Welcome back, everybody, to Latios and Latias Prep Part 2. Look at Latios really fast here, and then we're going to jump into Latias. And then we're going to pick which ones are the best Pokemon to use against these. So let's go ahead and check this out really quick. So we're going to go over their recommendations and then my recommendations. And then we're going to do something with Scizor here in a second. So we're looking at, for Latias, CP as a raid boss is going to be 49,323. All right. 100% IV, no weather boost, 2,082. With windy weather and a 100% IV, catch screen is going to be 2603 for 100. Recommended 6 to 7 players. I'm going to trio this. I'm going to find 2 other people who want to do this, and we're going to trio it. I don't know if it's going to be duoable because it doesn't have a double weakness like Rayquaza, and it does have a good amount of defense. So here are their counter recommendations on GoHub. First is going to be Dragonite, Dragontail, Outrage, Latios itself, Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw, Tyranitar, Bite and Crunch, Mewtwo, Psycho Cut, Shadow Ball, Scizor, which I think is going to be one of the best to use because it resists a lot of its moves that it's going to be using. Furry Cutter, Scizor, Lugia, Dragon Tail, Sky Attack. I'm thinking they picked that one because it's just such a defensive Pokemon. You'll be able to stay in the fight and hit it super effective with your Quick Attack, and then Sky Attack is just going to be neutral. Then we have Articuno, Frost Breath, Ice Beam, Gardevoir, Confusion, Dazzling Gleam, Gengar, my man, Shadow Claw, and Shadow Ball, Absol, Snarl, and Dark Pulse. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Latias and see what they say. Okay, so here we are with the other one. CP as a raid boss is going to be 45,704. 100% IV, no weather boost, 1929. 100% IV with windy weather, 2412. And they're saying 5 players. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. So let's check out their counters for this. Is Dragontail, Outrage, Dragonite, Psycho Cut, Shadow Ball, Mewtwo, Tyranitar, Bite and Crunch, Gengar, Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, Latias, Dragon Breath, Dragon Claw, Latios, Dragon Breath, Dragon Claw, Gardevoir, Confusion, Dazzling Gleam, Scizor, Furry Cutter, Scizor, Lugia, Dragon Tail, Sky Attack, Articuno, Frost Breath, Ice Beam, Groudon, Dragon Tail, Earthquake, Snarl, and Dark Pulse, Absol. Alright, now we're going to be looking at Scizor right here and seeing what attacks it exactly resists and how well it might perform against these. Okay, so we have all of Scizor's weaknesses and resistances right here in the middle so we can completely compare, and then we have Latios with all of its moves to the right and Latias with all of its moves to the left. Okay, so let's cover what is Scizor resisting exactly. It resists Bug, Grass, Normal, Fairy, Poison, Steel, Dragon, Ice, and Psychic. Alright, what is it weak against? Fire. It's 2 times weak against fire, and both of these dragons do not have a fire move. So let's take a look. Well, right off the bat, we can see it resists Dragon, right? And they both have dragon moves. It resists Psychic, very good, and also Grass, 2 times. So if it has Latios, I'm sorry, to the left, has Solar Beam, that's going to be extra good to use Scizor, all right? And basically every single move it does is not going to be very effective to you. Now, on the other hand, Latios, to the right, the red one, has Thunder. Now, this is the only move out of both of these Pokemon that it does not resist. It's just neutral, so it's still pretty okay. So this is why I'm thinking Scizor is going to be one of the best to use personally, because other Pokemon like Dragonite, it's going to be weak to all of these moves. It's going to be putting out a lot of damage, definitely, but it's going down quicker. Now, if you had like 2 Scizors, I mean, you could do some work. Yes, Furry Cutter is very weak, but the thing is, it charges your Scizor so quick. It's just amazing. We're going to be taking a look at Scizor going up against a Exeggutor level 2 raid and just completely destroying it. I don't know what was happening back in the day when I was using a Scizor against an Exeggutor raid and I was barely able to do it, but this time I completely blew it out of the water. I don't know if my battling techniques have gotten better to not dodge every single quick move and just attack and only dodge the charge moves, but it just blew my mind. I was like, wow, Scizor, welcome back, my friend, welcome back. And I'm also going to be evolving a 98% right after this as well. So as you can see, I think this is a pretty good layout here for you to see everything clear as day. The only thing that would really top this is if I put all of the Pokemon recommended and their weaknesses in here, but I don't think that's not necessary. I wanted to cover Scizor because he's one of the Pokemon that is going to be resisting quite a few of their moves, as well as Aggron. Aggron is resisting all of these moves basically too. So let's go ahead and evolve that Scizor, shall we? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at my Scizor really quick. Alright, Metal Gear. It still has, I do believe, like 2 more power-ups to go. So I think I should personally invest it into the other one. We're going to actually do that here in a second. This one is really good as well. Already has the moveset it needs. And then this one over here, I just evolved a few of them because I had so many candies and metal coats. So let's go ahead and look for Scizor. And we have it right here. So it's one off from being perfect. It is a 98%. I don't know why I put it 97. It might be a 97, but anyways, it's really good. We're going to go ahead and evolve this. As far as powering it up, I don't know. I'm just trying to encourage people to think about evolving these and getting ready. So have it in your mind and, you know, think about it. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Because like I said, this is personally going to be one of the best counters. Also, an Aggron will work, but I mean, the thing about Aggron is its DPS is very low. It will be able to resist the moves like a champ, but you're not going to be putting so much damage into that boss. Alright, so we have Furry Cutter and Iron Head sitting at 15. Let's go ahead and power this up once, or maybe twice, or 3 times, or 4 times, because this is the boss right here. Now, do you want to power up a bunch of these? I mean, it's totally not necessary, to be honest with you. This is a 98, so I mean, I'm just gonna, why not? I'm trying to hold on to a lot of my Pokemon that are good IVs, that still have evolutions, in case we get some sort of surprise. Well, it's not going to be a surprise, but a community day where that Pokemon specifically will learn a new move, and trying to find one during that 3-hour period doesn't seem realistic. I mean, it's totally possible, but just having a few on hand ready for that community day special move, it's just the way to go. And I was thinking about saving this, but you know, who knows when the next community day is going to be featuring a Scizor. All right, so I just evolved it. Anyway, let's go ahead and set up a team really quick. I'm going to delete, let's see, that's the Trash, Dragonborn. We'll delete Trash really quick and make a new set. Now, this is a set that I'm going to make just for kicks here. Latios, we'll just call it that. It could have been Dragonborn, right? So, right off the bat, I'm just going to think it doesn't have any specific moveset. Just the best attackers to hit these bosses, raid bosses, as hard as possible when you go in there with Rayquaza first. Alright. You know, another option could be Kyogre with Blizzard, but I'm not using that. I'm not going to use that, to be honest. We're not going to do that. Then, I'm going to go ahead and put Scizor number 2. And then followed up by a Dragonite with Dragontail Outrage. And same with my Rayquaza has Dragontail Outrage, and my Scizor has Furry Cutter X Scissor, both bug moves. Alright, and then followed up by Mewtwo with Confusion and Shadow Ball. Now the last 2 Pokemon are, I mean, it depends on what you want. You can go in there with a Gyarados with Bite and Crunch. You can go in there with an Arcanine, Bite and Crunch. I mean, it's not like a big puzzle to figure out, you know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of what you have on hand, how many people are there, what you're specifically trying to do. Because if you're in a raid group and there's a lot of you, you don't really need to worry about what Pokemon you're using, right? If there's few of you, then that's when you need to be very specific, because you don't want to waste your raid pass, your time, your resources, and, you know, just maybe possibly not be able to beat it. Okay, I have a 100 Dragonite right here. I have two of them, one with Dragon Tail Outrage, one with Dragon Tail and Draco Meteor. Now, Draco Meteor is a very cool, fun move to use. You know, the only problem, Niantic, if you're listening, is you need to fix the thing where you attack and attack, and then you use your charge attack, and it doesn't show the animation. You know, you find me seeing me do the double dodge a lot. You're probably like, what is he doing? Does he not know how to dodge correctly? No, a lot of times what I'm doing is I'm trying to correct the game so it will show the charge move animation. Because I mean, you know, I'm making battle videos here. I want you to get the most out of it. A lot of people like to see what these animations look like, you know, and they just want to be entertained like that. Anyway, so that's an annoying thing that's been in the game for a long time. Anyway, so we're down to the last two Pokemon. There's plenty of options out there. You can throw in a Gengar, all right. You could throw in a Groudon, Dragon Tail, Earthquake. But I'm personally not going to be using any Groudon, all right. You can put it in Articuno. That's going to be good as well. I mean, see the options. There's no limit to exactly what you can use. It's just about what you have and what kind of situation is in your area. Anyway, so you see what's going on here. You get the gist of it. Tyranitar's only threat with these Pokemon is going to be the Solar Beam. Okay, this is a pretty good lineup here. All unique Pokemon, looks good, nice and colorful. Some of you are probably thinking, what? Colorful? Who cares? Because, you know, it's nice to have a variety of different Pokemon sometimes. You know, people's playstyles vary from person to person. I personally like using multiple different Pokemon and switching it up, being unique, you know. Alright, anyways, you get what I'm saying. Salamence, how did I think it performed? That was my first time that gym battle uploaded last night. What do I think of Salamence? I love that thing. It's fun to use. The only thing downplaying it is that Draco Meteor. If it had Dragon Tail, it would be one of the best. Rayquaza is still going to be there, #1 Dragon Attacker, but it would definitely beat Dragonite. Now, Dragonite, on the other hand, has that bulkiness, which its attack doesn't, you know, meet Salamance's. It's a little bit less, but the thing is it has more bulk, which means it'll be able to stay in the fight longer and output more damage at the end of the day. And people say, well, Salamence should have, you know, Outrage too. You know, this is the thing, guys. It's a unique Pokemon to that move. Yes, Dragonite can learn it for that special day, but I don't think all the Pokemon should learn all the moves every other Pokemon have, because then what is the point? You know what what is the point of that unique Pokemon? I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Salamence is good the way it is, alright? Dragonite is good the way it is, and Rayquaza is too. Alright. They're all going to get new moves in the future. We got to remember that. Like I said, there's many other options. Alright? You know what the weaknesses are now. You know what they resist. So go out there, see what you can do when they come. Get your teams ready, get hype. And I hope this helped you out, because Rayquaza is going to be vanishing, and we are going to be getting new raid bosses. So, with that said, let's go ahead and shiny check. What if it was? Oh my gosh. That was where I found my first shiny, right there. Bam. That was it. Okay. So, there you have it. Yeah. Get ready, trainers. And how do I think they're going to work? One's going to be at one part of the world, while the other's going to be on the other. And they're going to rotate. Similar to the legendary dogs. Or beasts, however you like to say them. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. And I'll catch you all next time.